Listen to me, if you want to be great, if you want to reach the top, you got to think big. The only limit is the one you put on yourself. Too many people settle for average because they can't see beyond their circumstances, but not you. You were built for more. One, stop playing small. You've got a dream, but you're playing small because you're scared. You doubt yourself. You're waiting for the right moment. Let me tell you something. There is no perfect moment. You got to step up and claim what's yours. If you think small, you stay small. If you think big, you rise big. 2, expand your vision. The reason most people never reach success is that they can't see it for themselves. If you don't believe it, you won't achieve it. Start seeing yourself as a winner. Start thinking like the CEO, the champion, the legend you were meant to be. Your mindset determines your reality. 3, surround yourself with greatness. You can't think big if you're surrounded by small-minded people. Who are you hanging out with? Are they pushing you or pulling you down? Cut off the negativity, find mentors, and surround yourself with people who challenge you to be better every single day. 4, take massive action. Dreaming big is the first step, but action is where the magic happens. Wake up early, put in the work, and keep grinding. You can't wish your way to success. You gotta work your way there. Execute on your vision every single day. 5, never settle. Too many people settle because they hit a small milestone. You make a little money, you stop pushing. You get some recognition, you get comfortable. No, champions don't stop. They keep setting bigger goals. They keep pushing the limits. They keep climbing higher. You are capable of so much more. If you want to reach your full potential, you have to stop playing small. Too many people settle for less than they deserve because they don't believe they can achieve more. They accept mediocrity because they are afraid to fail, afraid to stand out, afraid to push beyond their comfort zones. But let me tell you something. Nothing great has ever been achieved by someone who played it safe. If you keep thinking small, you will always stay small. You have to wake up every day with the mindset that you are destined for more, that you were put on this earth to do something significant. The problem with most people is that they don't realize how much they are limiting themselves. They set small goals because they are afraid to dream big. They tell themselves, I just want a decent job, instead of striving for the career they truly want. They settle for average relationships, average health, average finances, because they don't believe they deserve excellence. They get comfortable with just getting by instead of pushing themselves to be extraordinary. But listen to me, comfort is the enemy of progress. As long as you stay in your comfort zone, you will never grow. You will never achieve greatness by staying where it feels safe. Think about all the people who have changed the world. Elon Musk, Oprah Winfrey, Steve Jobs, Michael Jordan. What do they all have in common? They refused to think small. They had visions so big that other people thought they were crazy, but they didn't let other people's doubts stop them. They didn't let fear hold them back. They took risks, they pushed limits, and they made things happen. That is the difference between successful people and everyone else. The successful ones refuse to shrink themselves to fit into the expectations of others. They refuse to let fear dictate their future. They refuse to play small. Fear is what holds most people back. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of criticism. But here's the truth. Failure is part of the process. You cannot succeed without failing. Every successful person you admire has failed multiple times. The difference is that they didn't let failure define them. They used it as a lesson, as fuel to keep going. If you let the fear of failure stop you, you will never accomplish anything great. You have to be willing to fail, to stumble, to fall, and then get back up and keep moving forward. Another reason people play small is because they are waiting for the perfect time. They tell themselves, I'll go after my dreams when I have more money, more experience, more support. But there is no perfect time. There will always be obstacles, always be reasons to wait. But waiting is just another form of fear. If you keep waiting, you will wake up one day full of regret, realizing you never took the chance to go after what you really wanted. The time is now. You have everything you need to start. The only thing standing in your way is your mindset. And let's talk about mindset, because this is the key to everything. The way you think determines the way you live. If you tell yourself that you're not smart enough, not talented enough, not lucky enough, then guess what? That will become your reality. But if you start telling yourself that you are capable, that you are worthy, that you are destined for greatness, everything changes. Your thoughts shape your actions and your actions shape your future. If you want a big life, you have to start thinking big. One of the biggest mistakes people make is comparing themselves to others. They look at someone else's success and think, I could never do that. But what they don't see is the hard work, the sacrifices, the late nights, the failures that person went through to get there. Success is not about luck. It's about effort, discipline, and belief in yourself. The only person you should be competing with is the person you were yesterday. Stop focusing on what others are doing and start focusing on what you need to do to become better, stronger, and more successful. If you truly want to stop playing small, you have to take action. Dreaming big is not enough. You have to put in the work. You have to wake up every day and push yourself to do more than you did yesterday. You have to take risks, make sacrifices, and commit to the process. It's not going to be easy, but nothing worth having ever is. The question is, how bad do you want it? Are you willing to put in the effort? Are you willing to step out of your comfort zone? Are you willing to do whatever it takes to make your dreams a reality? At the end of the day, your life is in your hands. You can choose to stay small, to play it safe, to live a life of mediocrity, or you can choose to think big, to believe in yourself, to push past your fears and go after everything you've ever wanted. The choice is yours. But remember this, nobody is going to hand you success. You have to take it. You have to fight for it. You have to believe in it even when nobody else does. Because if you don't believe in yourself, who will? So from today, make a decision. Decide that you will no longer settle. Decide that you will no longer shrink yourself to make others comfortable. Decide that you will no longer let fear control your life. Think big, act big, and watch how your life transforms. You were meant for more, so go get it. Most people never reach their full potential because they can't see it for themselves. They don't believe they are capable of achieving greatness, so they settle for a life that is far less than what they are truly capable of. But the reality is, if you can't see yourself succeeding, you never will. Your mind is the blueprint for your future. If your vision is small, your results will be small. If your vision is big, your results will be big. Everything starts with the way you see yourself and the way you see your future. If you want to change your life, you have to change the way you think. You have to expand your vision beyond what seems possible right now. You have to believe in something bigger than your current circumstances. Too many people let their past dictate their future. They let past failures, past mistakes, and past experiences define what they believe is possible for them. But your past has nothing to do with what you are capable of achieving. Just because you failed before doesn't mean you will fail again. Just because you've struggled in the past doesn't mean you're meant to struggle forever. The only thing that determines your future is your mindset. If you believe that you are capable of achieving more, you will start taking actions that align with that belief. But if you believe that you are stuck, that nothing will ever change, then that's exactly what will happen. Your vision must be bigger than your fears. Fear is what keeps most people stuck. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of stepping outside their comfort zone. But fear is nothing more than a lie that your mind tells you to keep you safe. The most successful people in the world feel fear just like everyone else, but the difference is they don't let it control them. They don't let fear stop them from taking action. They don't let fear shrink their vision. Instead, they push through the fear and keep moving forward. If you want to achieve great things, you have to do the same. You have to believe in your vision so strongly that no amount of fear can shake you. The way you think determines the way you act. If you think small, you will act small. If you think big, you will act big. Your thoughts create your reality. This is why it's so important to surround yourself with people who push you to dream bigger. If you spend time with people who think small, who are always negative, who always focus on what's wrong instead of what's possible, then you will start thinking the same way. But if you surround yourself with people who dream big, who believe in themselves, who push beyond their limits, then you will start to do the same. Your environment shapes your mindset, and your mindset shapes your future. You have to start seeing yourself as the person you want to become, not the person you are today. If you want to be successful, start thinking like a successful person. If you want to be wealthy, start thinking like a wealthy person. If you want to be a leader, start thinking like a leader. Your mind has to get there before your body does. The reason most people never achieve their goals is that they wait until they see results before they believe in themselves. But success doesn't work that way. You have to believe first. You have to see yourself winning before it actually happens. You have to walk with confidence, speak with confidence, act with confidence, even before you have the proof that it's working. Most people limit themselves because they only focus on what they can see in front of them. They only see their current struggles, their current obstacles, their current limitations. But you have to look beyond that. You have to train your mind to see the bigger picture. If you only focus on what's in front of you, you will always stay stuck in the same place. But if you start looking beyond your current circumstances, if you start seeing the possibilities instead of the problems, everything changes. Your vision has to be bigger than your situation. Expanding your vision also means setting bigger goals. If your goals don't scare you, they're not big enough. The problem is that most people set goals based on what they think is realistic, not what they truly want. But being realistic has never changed the world. Being realistic has never led to greatness. You have to set goals so big that they force you to grow. Goals that push you out of your comfort zone. Goals that make you become a better version of yourself. And then you have to commit to those goals with everything you have. When you expand your vision, you give yourself permission to dream bigger. You give yourself permission to believe in more. You give yourself permission to step into the life that you were meant to live. But it all starts with a decision to stop thinking small, a decision to stop settling, a decision to believe in yourself even when nobody else does. Because at the end of the day, your vision is your responsibility. Nobody is going to believe in you more than you believe in yourself. Nobody is going to push you harder than you push yourself. So today, make the choice to expand your vision. Make the choice to believe that you are capable of achieving more than you ever thought possible. Make the choice to stop letting fear and doubt control your life. See yourself winning, see yourself succeeding, see yourself becoming everything you were meant to be. Because once you can see it in your mind, you can make it a reality. Most people have dreams, but very few are willing to take the action necessary to make those dreams a reality. They talk about what they want, they imagine a better life, they think about success. But when it comes time to put in the work, they hesitate. They wait for the perfect moment, the perfect conditions, the perfect opportunity, and in that waiting, they waste time. The truth is, there will never be a perfect moment. There will never be a time when everything is easy and all the obstacles disappear. Success doesn't come to those who wait, it comes to those who take action, who move forward even when they are uncertain, who put in the work day in and day out regardless of the circumstances. Taking action is what separates successful people from those who never reach their full potential. The people who achieve great things are not necessarily the smartest, the most talented, or the most privileged. They are the ones who are willing to do what others won't. They are the ones who wake up early, stay up late, work when they don't feel like it, push through fear, and keep moving forward even when things don't go as planned. They understand that success is not about waiting, it's about doing. It's about taking control of your life and refusing to make excuses. One of the biggest reasons people fail to take action is fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of making mistakes. But fear is an illusion. It's a story your mind tells you to keep you in your comfort zone. Every great success story is built on a foundation of failures, setbacks, and mistakes. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is that successful people don't let fear stop them. They feel the fear, acknowledge it, and then take action anyway. They understand that failure is not the end, it's a learning opportunity. Every mistake teaches you something. Every failure makes you stronger, and every setback is a stepping stone to success. Another reason people don't take action is that they get stuck in overthinking. They analyze every possibility, weigh every option, consider every potential outcome, and in doing so, they paralyze themselves. They convince themselves that they need more time, more information, more preparation before they can start. But the truth is, no amount of planning can replace action. You can sit and think about something for years, but if you never take the first step, nothing will change. The only way to truly learn, to truly grow, and to truly make progress is to start. Start before you're ready. Start even if you don't have all the answers. Start even if you're scared. Because action creates momentum. And once you start moving, everything else starts falling into place. Taking action also means being consistent. It's not enough to work hard for a day, a week, or even a month. Success requires long-term commitment. It requires showing up every single day, even when you don't feel like it. The people who achieve their goals are the ones who stay disciplined, who push through discomfort, who keep going when others quit. They understand that results don't come overnight, and they don't let temporary setbacks discourage them. They know that if they keep taking action, if they keep improving, if they keep putting in the effort, success is inevitable. One of the most powerful things you can do is take responsibility for your own life. Stop waiting for someone else to give you permission. Stop blaming your circumstances, your past, your environment. You have the power to change your situation. You have the power to create the life you want. But that power only works if you use it. Nobody is going to do the work for you. Nobody is going to hand you success. You have to go out and take it. You have to be the one who decides that enough is enough, that you will no longer settle, that you will no longer wait for things to happen. You will make them happen. Taking action also means being willing to adapt. No plan is perfect and no journey is without obstacles. There will be times when things don't go as expected, when your path takes an unexpected turn, when you face challenges you didn't see coming. But instead of giving up, you have to adjust. You have to be flexible. You have to be willing to try new approaches, to learn from your mistakes, to keep moving forward no matter what. The most successful people are not those who never fail. They are those who refuse to quit. They are the ones who find another way when the first way doesn't work. They are the ones who keep taking action no matter what. If you truly want to achieve success, you have to become a person of action. You have to make decisions quickly, take risks, and follow through. You have to stop talking about what you're going to do and start doing it. Success is not about ideas, it's about execution. It's about putting in the work day after day, even when it's hard, even when you're tired, even when you don't see immediate results. It's about trusting the process, staying committed, and never giving up. At the end of the day, your life is in your hands. You can either be someone who dreams, who talks, who waits, or you can be someone who takes action, who makes things happen, who refuses to settle for anything less than greatness. The choice is yours. But remember this, nothing changes until you do. If you want a different life, if you want bigger success, if you want to achieve everything you've ever dreamed of, then stop waiting and start moving. Because the only way to make it happen is to take action right now. Success is not a straight path. It is filled with obstacles, setbacks, and challenges that test your determination. Most people start with excitement, but the moment things get tough, they quit. They convince themselves that maybe it wasn't meant to be, that maybe they weren't good enough, or that maybe it's too hard. But the truth is, nothing worth having comes easy. The people who succeed are not the ones who never face difficulties. They are the ones who refuse to give up. They are the ones who push through, who stay committed, who keep going, even when everything seems to be against them. Resilience is the key to success. It is the ability to keep moving forward no matter what happens. When life knocks you down, you don't stay down. You get up, dust yourself off, and keep pushing. Every failure, every disappointment, every setback is just another lesson, another opportunity to grow, another chance to prove to yourself that you are stronger than anything that comes your way. Most people see obstacles as a reason to quit, but successful people see them as a reason to fight harder. They understand that every challenge they overcome makes them stronger, smarter, and more prepared for the future. One of the biggest reasons people give up is because they expect success to come quickly. They want instant results. And when they don't see progress right away, they lose motivation. But success doesn't work that way. It takes time. It takes patience. It takes years of hard work, consistency, and dedication. The people who reach their goals are the ones who understand that every step forward, no matter how small, is still progress. They don't let slow results discourage them. They keep pushing, knowing that every effort they put in today will pay off in the future. The journey to success is filled with failures. It is impossible to achieve anything great without failing along the way, but failure is not the opposite of success. It is a part of it. Every successful person has failed more times than they can count. The difference is that they don't let failure define them. They don't let one mistake or one setback stop them from moving forward. They learn from their failures, adjust their approach, and try again. They understand that failure is not a sign that they should quit. It is a sign that they are growing, improving, and getting closer to their goals. You have to develop a mindset that refuses to quit. No matter how hard it gets, no matter how many times you fall, you have to keep going. You have to remind yourself why you started in the first place. You have to find that inner drive, that deep motivation, that burning desire to achieve what you set out to do. Because when you want something bad enough, nothing can stop you. Not failure, not rejection, not obstacles, not even pain. There'll be times when you feel like giving up, times when you feel like you've done everything you can and nothing is working, times when you question whether it's all worth it. But those are the moments that define you. Those are the moments that separate the successful from the unsuccessful. Because in those moments, you have two choices. You can give in to doubt and walk away, or you can push through and keep fighting. The ones who succeed are the ones who choose to keep going no matter what. One of the most important things you can do is to develop mental toughness. Life will test you. It will throw challenges at you that seem impossible to overcome. But you have to train yourself to be stronger than your struggles. You have to remind yourself that you are capable, that you are powerful, that you can handle anything that comes your way. Instead of letting challenges break you, let them build you. Instead of letting obstacles discourage you, let them motivate you. Instead of seeing difficulties as reasons to quit, see them as opportunities to grow. Another key to pushing through challenges is to surround yourself with the right people. The people you associate with can either lift you up or bring you down. If you spend time with people who complain, who make excuses, who give up easily, then you will start doing the same. But if you surround yourself with people who are driven, who are resilient, who refuse to quit, then you will adopt that same mindset. Find people who push you to be better, who support you when times get tough, and who remind you of your potential when you start to doubt yourself. When you commit to never giving up, you become unstoppable. No challenge is too big. No obstacle is too strong. No setback is permanent. You develop a mindset that says, I will figure it out. I will find a way. I will keep going no matter what. That is the mindset of champions. That is the mindset of successful people. That is the mindset that leads to greatness. At the end of the day, your success is up to you. It's not about luck. It's not about talent. It's about persistence. It's about showing up every single day and doing the work, even when you don't feel like it. It's about staying committed, even when progress is slow. It's about believing in yourself, even when no one else does. Because if you keep going, if you refuse to quit, if you stay focused and keep pushing forward, success is inevitable. Your mindset is everything. The way you think determines the way you act. And the way you act determines the results you get in life. If you think small, you will act small, and your results will be small. But if you think big, if you believe that you are capable of achieving greatness, then you will take the kind of actions that lead to massive success. Your thoughts shape your reality. So if you want to achieve something extraordinary, you have to train your mind to think in a way that aligns with that goal. Many people limit themselves without even realizing it. They tell themselves that they're not smart enough, not talented enough, not lucky enough. They see successful people and assume that those people had advantages that they don't have. But the truth is, the only difference between those who succeed and those who don't is their mindset. Successful people don't allow doubt to control them. They don't make excuses. They don't focus on what they lack. Instead, they focus on what they can do, what they can learn, and what actions they can take to move forward. They believe in themselves even when nobody else does. One of the most powerful things you can do is reprogram your mind to believe in limitless possibility. Most of us have been conditioned to think within certain boundaries. Society, family, teachers, and past experiences have all contributed to shaping our beliefs about what is possible. But those beliefs are not facts. They are just thoughts that have been repeated so many times that they feel real. If you want to change your life, you have to start by changing your beliefs. You have to train yourself to think bigger, to expect more from yourself, to refuse to accept mediocrity. Thinking big does not mean ignoring reality or being unrealistic. It means refusing to settle for less than what you are truly capable of achieving. It means setting goals that challenge you, that push you beyond your comfort zone, that force you to grow into the person you need to become in order to achieve them. It means believing that you have the power to create the life you want no matter where you are starting from. When you think big, you attract big opportunities. People are drawn to confidence, ambition, and vision. If you present yourself as someone who believes in their own potential, others will believe in you too. Doors will start to open, opportunities will start to appear, and even when challenges arise, you will approach them with a mindset that says, I will find a way. That kind of thinking is what separates leaders from followers, visionaries from doubters, and winners from those who give up. One of the biggest differences between those who achieve their dreams and those who don't is that successful people do not let fear control them. Fear is natural, everyone experiences it. But instead of allowing it to paralyze them, successful people use it as fuel. They understand that fear is just a sign that they are stepping outside of their comfort zone, and that is exactly where growth happens. If you are not a little bit scared of your goals, then you are not thinking big enough. Another key to thinking big is surrounding yourself with people who challenge and inspire you. If you spend time with people who think small, who always negative, who always find reasons why something won't work, then that mindset will rub off on you. But if you surround yourself with people who dream big, who take action, who push themselves to achieve more, then that energy will inspire you to do the same. Success is contagious. When you see people around you achieving great things, it makes you believe that you can do it too. To truly develop a mindset of thinking big, you have to take control of your inner dialogue. Pay attention to the way you talk to yourself. Are you constantly doubting yourself? Are you focusing on what could go wrong instead of what could go right? Are you telling yourself that you're not good enough? If so, it's time to change that. Replace negative thoughts with positive, empowering ones. Instead of saying, I can't do this, say, I am capable of figuring this out. Instead of saying, what if I fail, say, what if I succeed beyond my wildest dreams? Your thoughts create your reality, so choose them wisely. Successful people also understand the importance of persistence. Thinking big is not just about having a great idea or a bold vision. It's about having the discipline and determination to keep going even when things don't go as planned. It's easy to think big when everything is going well, but what separates the truly successful from the rest is how they handle setbacks. When things get tough, do you give up or do you adjust and keep moving forward? If you want to achieve big things, you have to be willing to stay committed even when the journey gets difficult. Another essential part of thinking big is taking massive action. Many people dream about success, but they never take the necessary steps to make it happen. They get stuck in planning, overthinking, or waiting for the perfect moment. But success doesn't come from thinking alone. It comes from doing. If you want to achieve great things, you have to be willing to take risks, make mistakes, and learn from them. You have to be willing to fail forward, to keep adjusting, and to never stop pushing yourself to grow. At the end of the day, thinking big is about believing in your potential and refusing to accept limits that others try to place on you. It's about setting goals that excite you, challenging yourself to rise to a higher level, and taking bold action to turn your vision into reality. It's about understanding that you have everything within you to succeed. You just have to believe it. Think big and go after it with everything you've got.